Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ways to Learn English.
Hi, everyone. We're happy you're here with us today.
If you're listening while walking, relaxing, cooking, or just taking a break, welcome.
Today's topic is very practical,
Yes, today we're talking about vocabulary.
but not the stressful kind. Not long word lists. Not memorizing 50 words and forgetting them tomorrow.
Exactly. Today we're talking about building vocabulary naturally.
Words that actually stay in your memory.
Words you can actually use.
Because many learners have the same problem,
They learn words.
and then they disappear.
So we'll talk about why that happens and how to fix it calmly.
Alex, can I say something honest?
Always.
When I used to study vocabulary, I felt productive.
Because you were writing down many words.
Yes, I had pages and pages, but in real conversations, none of those words came to mind.
That's extremely common. And it usually happens for one reason. The brain remembers meaningful use, not isolated information.
So a word list is isolated.
Exactly. A word becomes sticky when it has a situation, a feeling, a sentence, a memory.
So vocabulary needs a home.
Beautifully said. Yes. Here's the first method. Don't learn single words. Learn phrases.
Like episode 23, where we learned sentence pieces.
Exactly. For example, instead of learning the word exhausted alone, learn it like this. I'm exhausted today.
That instantly feels usable.
Yes, because now it's connected to real life.
Let's do a few examples.
Okay.
Word: stressed.
Phrase. I've been stressed lately.
Word: busy.
Phrase. It's been a busy week.
Word: relieved.
Phrase. I feel relieved now.
Those phrases feel like things real people say.
Exactly. That's the goal.
Okay, but how do you make those phrases stay?
This is a simple rule I love. If you learn a new phrase, use it 3 times today.
3 times?
Yes. 1 time in your head, 1 time out loud, 1 time in writing.
That's doable.
And it works because repetition inside the same day builds memory fast. Let's imagine you learn the phrase, I'm not sure yet. Use it in your head. I'm not sure yet what I'll eat for dinner. Use it out loud. I'm not sure yet, I'll decide later. Use it in writing. Text a friend. I'm not sure yet, maybe later.
That's a full learning loop.
Exactly.
I loved the one topic week idea from before.
It's perfect for vocabulary because your brain loves repeated context.
So if your theme is food,
You'll hear ingredients, recipe, spicy, sweet, bake, boil, grill.
and you'll see those words again and again.
Exactly. That repetition makes words stick without forcing memorization.
This reminds me of my friend who loves cooking videos.
In English?
Yes, she watches them for fun. And without trying, she learned many cooking words.
Because she was interested.
Yes. Interest makes attention stronger.
And attention is the doorway to memory. If you want a simple tool, here's my favorite. A phrase notebook.
Not a vocabulary notebook?
A phrase notebook. Because phrases are ready to use. Here's what you write. The phrase, a short example sentence, and a tiny situation.
A situation?
Yes. Example. Phrase. That's a relief. Situation. When a problem is solved. Example sentence. Oh, that's a relief. I thought I lost my keys.
That's really clear.
And your brain remembers the story behind it. Let's pause for a moment. If you're listening right now, think of one word you keep forgetting.
Maybe it's a simple word. Maybe it's a word you actually know, but it disappears when you need it.
Now think, do you know it as a single word? Or do you know it inside a phrase?
If it's only a single word, that might be why it disappears.
So today, give that word a home. Turn it into a phrase.
Alex, what if someone forgets a word in conversation?
Great question. Here's a very calm strategy. Replacement speaking. You describe the thing with simple English.
Like your small metal stick example.
Exactly. This is important because it removes fear. You don't need perfect vocabulary to communicate.
And the moment becomes a learning moment, not a failure moment.
Yes. And that mindset keeps learners motivated. If you want vocabulary growth, you need daily input.
Input meaning listening and reading.
Yes. The brain needs to see words repeatedly to absorb them. If you don't see the word for weeks, it won't become automatic.
So daily input keeps the words alive.
Exactly. Even 10 minutes.
Can we give listeners a simple day plan?
Sure. Morning. Listen to one short clip. Write down one phrase. Use it once. Evening. Repeat the same clip. That's it.
Simple.
And simple is sustainable.
So far, we talked about phrases instead of single words, the 3 times today rule, theme vocabulary week, phrase notebook, replacement speaking, and daily input.
And next, I want to share something that helps a lot. How to review vocabulary without getting bored.
And how to know which words are worth learning.
Because not every word is important.
But the right words change everything.
Let's talk about review. Because this is where many learners lose energy.
Yes, they learn new phrases,
But they don't review them.
and then they forget.
Exactly. So we need a review method that is simple and not boring.
Because boring review doesn't last.
Right. Here is my favorite review method. Review the same small set again and again. Not hundreds of words, just a few useful phrases.
What is the 5-phrase review?
Every week, you choose only 5 phrases. That's it. You write them somewhere. You repeat them during the week. You use them in real life if you can.
Only 5?
Yes, because 5 phrases can change your English more than 50 random words.
That's very comforting.
And at the end of the week, you keep the best ones and replace the rest.
You said something important earlier. Not every word is important. So, how do we know which words or phrases are worth learning?
Great question. A high-value phrase has 3 qualities. You can use it in many situations, native speakers use it often, and it helps you sound natural.
So it's useful, common, and natural.
Exactly.
Can we give listeners examples?
Yes. Here are some high-value phrases that work in daily life. To be honest. That makes sense. I'm not sure yet. It depends. I see what you mean. I'll think about it. That's a good point. No worries. I'm just checking. What do you mean?
Those phrases feel like real conversation.
Exactly. They help learners enter conversations smoothly.
But if someone hears these phrases, how do they practice?
They don't need a perfect lesson. They need a small habit. Here's one. Pick one phrase today. Use it in your thoughts. Then use it once out loud.
And if you're talking to someone, use it naturally.
Yes. For example, if someone says, "I'm busy this week," You can respond, "Oh, I see. That makes sense."
That's simple.
And simple is how fluency is built.
Review can feel boring when it's just repeating words.
Yes. So instead, review through mini conversations. For example, I might say, "How was your day?"
And I could say, honestly, it was busy.
Then I'd ask, "Oh, really? Why?"
I had a lot to do. But it's okay. That feels like real English.
Exactly. Mini conversations make phrases come alive. Let's do a quick natural versus unnatural example.
Okay.
Unnatural. I am very fatigued today. Natural. I'm really tired today.
Natural English is usually shorter.
And more emotional.
Yes. It sounds human.
Exactly. So when you choose vocabulary, choose what real people say.
Where can learners find these natural phrases?
3 great places: podcasts like this, TV shows with everyday dialogue, and YouTube videos with real conversation.
Not formal speeches.
Exactly. Formal speech vocabulary is fine, but everyday English helps you speak sooner.
Some learners love advanced words.
Yes, and it can be fun. But if your goal is fluency, rare words are not the best use of your time early on.
Because you won't use them.
Exactly. It's better to learn, "How's it going?" than, "I am delighted to make your acquaintance."
That's a great example.
Let's give listeners a simple weekly plan. Monday, choose 5 phrases. Tuesday, use 1 phrase 3 times. Wednesday, mini conversation practice. Thursday, repeat the same 5 phrases. Friday, choose 1 phrase and message someone. And on the weekend, listen again and notice those phrases in real English.
That's a real system.
And systems remove confusion. You don't wonder, "What should I do today?" You just do the plan.
I want to tell the listener something.
Go ahead.
Vocabulary doesn't grow from pressure. It grows from small repetition.
Yes.
So if you forget words sometimes, that's normal.
The goal is not to never forget. The goal is to keep meeting the same useful phrases until they stay.
Like making a friend.
Exactly. You don't become close friends after one meeting. So today we talked about building vocabulary naturally.
We focused on phrases, not isolated words.
We talked about review without boredom.
And we shared high-value phrases.
And the biggest message is this: small daily practice creates strong vocabulary.
Not one big study session.
Yes. And that brings us to the end of today's episode.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
If you try only one thing this week, choose 5 high-value phrases and repeat them in real life.
And if you enjoy learning with us, don't forget to subscribe.
See you in the next episode. And feel free to listen to our earlier episodes too.